We're in a global crisis. Russia has illegally invaded Ukraine after years of warning it would. And it's been shocking how weak Europe's response has been in the lead up to this tyrant's invasion of this independent country. While some countries have stepped up to the plate, major European players are sitting on the sidelines, asking Russia nicely to stop the war. There's a reason much of Europe has cowered in the face of this thug: oil and gas. The countries that have been weakest on Russia's aggression are the ones that rely on Russian energy to heat their homes, drive their cars, and power their economies. In fact, almost 40% of European Union natural gas comes from Russia. This is a problem for two reasons. One, it means Putin holds the cards when he's negotiating with Europe. He can turn off the pipes if he wants to amp up the pressure. Two, by buying Russian oil and gas, Europe is filling Putin's war chest, giving him the money he needs to build up his army and invade his neighbors. It's like walking up to the bully to give him your lunch money before he even asks for it. For example, the international community could have long ago crippled Russia's ability to do banking and fund war by cutting it off from the all-important SWIFT messaging system that connects over 11,000 financial institutions in hundreds of countries, a move that the French finance minister said would be a, quote, financial nuclear weapon. So why didn't they act long ago? Well, because European countries worried that if they cut Russia off the global banking system, Europeans would have no way of paying for Russian gas to heat their homes and power their industries. As always, petroleum is driving geopolitics. Europe has to beg Putin for energy, so Putin holds all the cards. But we can help take away those cards because Canada has what Europe needs, and lots of it: energy. We have it coast to coast, a total of 1,300 trillion cubic feet of marketable natural gas resources, according to estimates by the Canadian Energy Regulator. But as the Financial Post points out, quote, Canada currently has no natural gas export terminals on either coast, thanks in part to a regulatory environment that often delays projects for years. So we have the energy, but we can't sell it to Europe or Asia. But good news, there are multiple proposed projects to get Canada's liquefied natural gas, or LNG, to world markets like Europe and Asia. For example, there's the proposed LNG Newfoundland and Labrador, which proposes a $10 billion bill that will liquefy and ship natural gas extracted off the East Coast all the way to Europe. Newfoundland has the added benefit of being the closest point in North America to Europe, which means shorter shipping distances. If developed, it would produce some of the cleanest liquefied natural gas in the world. Local First Nations are partners in the project and will get significant paychecks for their people and self-sufficiency for their communities. So will many other Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. It would also help Europe kick its addiction to Russian gas so they could stand up to Putin rather than funding him. More money for Canadian paychecks, less money for Putin's war chest. But once again, the risk is that bureaucratic gatekeepers here at home will block it, like always. Justin Trudeau says he wants to phase out our oil and gas production, and one of his most trusted cabinet ministers was even arrested for an illegal anti-energy protest. Every time Trudeau kills a Canadian energy project, the dirty dictators like Venezuela's Maduro or Russia's Putin do a victory dance because they get to sell more of their energy when we sell less. One of Trudeau's worst laws, Bill C-69, makes it almost impossible to ever get a pipeline approved. He's vetoed the Northern Gateway Pipeline and added red tape and bureaucracy to kill the Energy East Pipeline, which would have taken Western Canadian oil to Eastern Canadian refineries. That same kind of story has been repeated again and again across the country. Not to mention the companies who don't even bother trying anymore. You want to know the worst irony? Blocking these projects hurts the environment. There are coal plants across the globe that could be shut down if Canada could provide the world with the clean natural gas it needs. So here's the plan. As Prime Minister, I will 1. Scrap Trudeau's anti-energy laws. 2. Replace them with rules that truly protect the environment, consult First Nations, and give quick decisions on proposed energy projects. 3. Require regulators fast-track decisions on projects like LNG Newfoundland and Labrador that protect international security. Simply put, my government will remove the bureaucratic gatekeepers so our workers can get bigger paychecks and Canadian energy can power our allies against tyranny. We will take back control of our energy future, and our workers will take back control of their lives, and the world will be a greener, safer place because of it.